special ice mineral water. Send me community and also asna non do kase boy de be so mo na nsema de brem no de di mu akotene ni bi ne se
radio stations bi ho no ma wo mo ntutom ne ma yenti NC atwoma so ene mampani apacha mom Rasam George say wo mfa kwanya no so no ntutom ne ma e
be kwa kupie mu omrahye bedwafie na ne abedweko a ehwe apondinsem so e omrahye bedwafie omahia afa striker necessary midwife sisi a omowomi
Oswafo Henkra Mantem no so munyamfo Linda Benewa Akwele Okulu ade ato aban krache fodo na enim se project ahodo ahase no monhwe no muntimi enwie
Ghana man His Excellency John Dramani Mahama bra Ghana for eto abama no o hye se eye July da edikan bia no eye National Day for Prayer na ne wate abadweko omohwe sa adwumadi so abadweko na bakasa achim se sa adwumadi enye amanyosem
Abzafo we kan sema hodo a yasin konwa yede ebremo enkomodi eka ho ebi akenkanfo ye me David ofori safo menemiya
Kwame Owusu Adiomi
yebo awura ensem no emo radio stations best adusiam 62 NC chese omuntutom nema yi enti omo atwoma so ene Ghana mampene His Excellency John Dramani Mahama apacho edi amomo na no na Minister for Communication onumonyamfo Samuel Nate George edi ato sa radio stations enemy say wo momfa sa kwanya ne so na omniema enkoyi no wo monhwe
further 30-day grace period to all defaulting entities. Mr. Speaker, this is not the same as the arbitrary revocations and hefty fines imposed under the previous administration. As the current government, the ministry has also been instructed to waive all the applicable fines that should have been applied to the defaulting entities. Mr. Speaker, since morning, I have received calls from colleagues on both sides of the aisle, notifying me that some interests they may hold have been affected by the ongoing exercise. Dear honorable colleagues, we passed the laws and have a high bar set for ourselves as honorable members of this august house. We need to lead the way with exemplary conduct. As a ministry and regulator, we are status agnostic and will be fair to everyone irrespective of ethnic, religious, political, or social affiliation.
No one here can tell me that our democratic journey has been static. It's been very dynamic, it's been fluid. Things are done and improved upon. So in this reset regime, we expect better. No, Mr. Speaker, you do not break it and pretend to be fixing it when it's not broken. You broke it. So if you are fixing, then you say we should commend you, we should be happy. Mr. Speaker, Mr. President, clemency is a belated thing. It's because of the public backlash. I would want the NCA and the ministry to be strongly guided by Article 296 of the 1992 Constitution. A regulation cannot overreach and override an express constitutional provision. In the list, the regulation is to guide, but not to impede and stampede the process. What happened today, where Assassin Radio was shut down, Wuntumi FM was denied the opportunity to broadcast, Happy FM denied the opportunity to broadcast. Mr. Speaker, must not ever happen again. Because, Mr. Speaker, when same happened yesterday, it received that criticism.
On the 22nd of February 2023, there was a letter addressed to the Managing Director, Wuntumi Multimedia Company Limited, Kumasi. Dear sir, violation of conditions of authorization. We refer to the inspection conducted at the FM broadcasting premises of Wontumi Multimedia Company Limited at Kokomlemle, Accra, in the Greater Accra region on 14th of June 2022. The inspection revealed the following lapses in the setup and operations of Wontumi Multimedia Company Limited. 1. The station's transmission system was located at Accra Newtown instead of Ajangote or within a 5-kilometer radius from Ajangote as required by condition 3 of your authorization dated 26th October 2021. This is causing interference to stations using neighboring frequencies. 2. There was no fire certificate from the Ghana National Fire Service. No fire certificate. 3. There was no permit from the Environmental Protection Agency approving the installation of the mast. Wontumi Multimedia Company Limited is hereby directed to rectify the above anomalies within 90 days from the date of this letter, that is by 21st May 2023, and invite the National Communication Authority for a second inspection. Please be informed that the cost of the second inspection amounts to 2,000 Ghana cedis and shall be borne by the Wontumi Multimedia Company. Please take note that the issuance of a test transmission authorization for Wontumi Multimedia Company Limited to commence operating its FM broadcasting station in Accra is pending compliance with the above directives. Yours faithfully, signed, Director General Joe Anochi.
Munya nim sem dada sen nurses and midwives and they omo ewo strike say omo sika bia omo ne aban e ka ho asema besine omo san entimi enkai na ne kopim omra hye fia abejeko ehwe ahondidi ana say health so ene omo atenase ene nurses omo panyifo edi nkomo na nkomo omo di ye don hwe makoma konkwa enan ene omo tenase edidi nkomo panyifo chemu say omo we say eye nkomo omo ne nurses fo edi Happy that they honored our invitation, and the same thing goes to the Ministry of Health, the Ministry of Finance, and Fair Wages. You were all in to assist us, and of course my committee members, the honorables, all of them were here, and we must say that we've been sitting down for the past 4 hours, from 10 o'clock up to 2 o'clock, and we've had a very fruitful negotiations. We've tried to understand each other. We have tried as much as possible to synchronize our activities, and now what we can say at this moment is that the discussions were fruitful, and we've asked, or the nurses have requested that they have to go back to their council. By their regulations, they have to go back to their council, and then we'll come back, or they'll come back, or we'll hear something from them. I think that is fair. If the Busapaying to tell you to go and lead a discussion, you have to bring back the information to them first before any other issue can come out. So at this juncture, I know that you want some information more than this, but let's just exercise patience.
Na remoko oswafo he enkramantam no eso monyamfo lenda obrenwa akpele oklu we share aban krachefo a ewon kramantam ase na nkomodimu na ode to anim se project ahodo a MPP aban ne jaye mane kaye nyina no wo mabayo mo hwe se ometimi awie ni nyina.
sika na ye ba be releasing ye finance minister no or the guidelines e ka ho enti guidelines as RCC ye den say ye be monitor say na be ya bibia finance minister can ye friends assemblies be there on be on bushes enti we can assure you say sika more than 80% e be ko assembling any guidelines that was follow for the implementation of the funds we'll make sure say they implement it. MC say why you catch per guidelines to me starting a new project if there is an abandoned project you have to complete that before you start a new project. So all abandoned projects within the various districts will be completed. Guidelines almost 25% for the design construction of 24-hour economy, 10% for construction of educational facility, 1 kg block and 1 primary school block and junior high school block, 10% environmental sanitation and liquid waste management, 5% administration of the assemblies including monitoring and evaluation, construction of health facility, minimum of 2 CHIPS compound. Provision 10%, yes, 10% provision of bowl water, minimum of 10 boreholes for rural assemblies, communities. Say, yeah, you watch out also do say, you benefit more. And then provision of school furniture also 10% of the fund. And then 20% completion of structures left behind when they abandoned projects. What the various districts. So they will use these funds to make sure that all the projects abandoned are completed. Yakal Center of Governance is Greater Accra. And I was also being taking it seriously. We started with the Regional Sanitation Day. Unfortunately, because of the launching of the National Amaya Puti Regional Sanitation Day on hold, awaiting the National Sanitation Day. Until you hope say launch here, the guidelines be too hot to send here. In fact, we set the agenda and there is purely is guidelines in the ejuma. Tiabe chomu near what's nam kombanam swa. The entire district will be clean.
Uba Ganwest Hospital. One of Miankasa main priorities me person me pushing schools, hospitals, CHIPS compound, sanitation, and skills development, what have you. Abandoned project in Ganwest Hospital kesi ewo pa no emergency unit ewo no eswa omusi omuye ground floor pe and omujai omutimi nyeye, and by part of this allocation you better ensure say we would complete it, at least add a floor to it so that a bit me are containing patients. No? So we call her and sometimes we say need space, and it's one of the priorities. Then CHIPS compound, provision of CHIPS compound. Idea be udumasi but you need Skadia and other places because the idea is say so what CHIPS compound most electoral areas now. Then not everyone would have to rush to the municipal hospital. So by way of trying to render healthcare services, a bit more, a bit me assume those electoral areas and CHIPS compound near a dim pano needs me near their back. My concern I make share idea alternatively, me per se provide ambulance services as well. It says it may be a better schools, you say you renovate, we share Ganwest, some places walk tables, cran, Nibi.
Ghana man His Excellency John Dramani Mahama Abra Ghana for Etuaba Emano no or share say July bosomeno ne da edikan a National Day of Prayer. Account bi amawate abedwekwa omo hwe say dwumadi so na bosomi a yebesim July omo de neoma egugu akom account bi amane omakohia afadwen na brampenfo ehia no omo ka say sa National Day of Prayer enya de say amanyosem na emom omo hwe say bitimi aboa na ya bompai ama onyankopon asi abehe oman Ghana na afin so etimi aboa ama ya kan ho abom
ese ne fata se ye nyina no yehunu sania yeda ase na ne anyankopon ayama ye no so no eye ni so na se yeda na ase kesa ne se ye hwe wiase etwa ye hu ehie ni nyina na hondu na se nyankopon ne afa we mu ese yi ama yo nsem eto nchen na hu ne so twedi ampon ni awa ayama ye no ese ne fata aseda enti no say yɛn nyinaa yɛgye tom na ɛduru saa mmerɛ no a ma yɛn nsɛm yɛde to nkyɛn yɛda Nyankopɔn ase awie a na sɛ ɛbɛtumi akɔfa na akɔfa.
We thank God for bringing us so far to this day, and as the President has initiated this program as a prayer day, we thank God that whatever that this nation is going through, the Lord will take us through, because we are going to pray and remember in everything that we do. So I'm so glad about this prayer Thanksgiving service. It's really an honor to God, and I thank you that you have remembered me and you have come to invite me to it. And once, as for prayers, I don't joke with prayers. So by God's grace, that day when we are all, I will definitely be there.
Everything that is happening in Ghana, it is not just a throw of the dice like people think. It is a divinely orchestrated program to understand. Heaven has a problem, earth has a problem, and hell too has a problem. And for once, their problem is the same. Heaven's problem is earth's problem, and is also earth's problem and hell's problem. What is the problem? The problem of thanksgiving. Jesus, even looking at all the 10 people who went and then only one came back, and if you read the original Greek, he remonstrated. He said it in very upset, in a tone of upset. Where are the 9? Were there not 10 lepers? Where are the 9? And so that is a problem that heaven has. That is men appreciating what heaven has done. And I also respect my Muslim brothers. We have similar streams and we have similar thoughts. It's just that we seek expressions in different ways.
Omaya ehunia nyankopon eyema wono so omano onyin oye insurance eni manima enti ene se committee no aba ye fi hanoma ye ji won awa wetu na ye de insurance egonia His Excellency President John Mahani epese oye 1st July any other 1st July to come. Say a Christopher Muslims for obia owo gidi bi onyankopon bi mu no ye nyina be kan bom ada nyankopon ase wo nia wayama yeman Ghana eni nia odo koso a oye edema yeman Ghana enti eya sempa eya depa ne ye de enhira epia nachi
na yademo ko Ghana Water Limited for ase wom chese nipa bi nam kuntuna se twinsu ediko omfie na omatu safo no so sa omakopiem ewo aboba ama nipa bi a wom twinsu ekọ womfie womnwuma mu kwanbone so no omatu om so sa na ya oberima banie wona kasa edema Ghana Water Limited the Accra East Region oni UTV kase edinkomo
ne abehunu se saa efie ya ewo hoyi omutonsuo na nsuo na omuton no omo lines no eye supply lines no eye 3 no mu ba ko pe na meter boso ti se mu ba ko pe na otua ho sika tua kan de ene eye ne se ne se wo fu ase wo garden into the garden na na ode na dwuma na ye ba ha yi me an kasa me de me video record obi a obabebu nsuo ewa ha track that's long track ibi polytanks esimu here about 3 of them if not 4 and then obi can say me video into oshada begina ha saa na ohwe ya no saa dan ni ene okoe but me am ba ha kra me hu ni cars mienu a omopie a omasansu a omoko ndi no ane say omaye illegal connection owo eye legal connection ba kon two na kan eni en records mu nti obusuo no obu no free nene awaye ne say wa chefie no mu mienu ene waye tank kakraka se de mo amko hunian ewo the other one no nti wadwene nkoye wo say ya the other place bibi wo ho but ayemi nwanwa mom say ye nkrofo no ba ha nenso mo ntimi ahuru say there's something wrong because hydrants no mienu e wo fie ho and water nsuo enti no it should have raised some kind of suspicion say bia bibi wo ho no ma ekoso a enye papa enso amasa enti ne ene abehu nti nokwasem ni ye be ye ne aye hwehwemu ne ehunu ye staff ben ena onim ho bibi anase ye staff ben ena asese enko hunu se bibi say ekoso na wantimi and raise alarm na amasa be board chairman ono ba just 2 weeks kra woni ye no odo na obetime hunu bibi sa ama ya basa enti no ade a asefem pa omo machine e wo ha enti omo pumping nsuo no gu that underground tank rema no more pump ko the other house no na tankers no abefa ediko. This is a very, very serious thing because the number of tanks cars trucks in a day no meaning say ebeye ketwa because me ba he kra no me hunu a number of them just say ba eko bako into idea ebe ma police for abem na ya find out how long has this existed, for how long have they operated at our blind side e wa bra yen dim na emra baby emra ma ye kwan say yemfa asem no nto no ye de beto. Ghana Water Company here information empo ne beti abase yen staff do kra ye involved. Say staff you involved or no, you will not raise any alarm because when you be do to obeka na no atum na mo ba na obeka kire na ye ko hunu yen staff na say ko ohunu hu bibi na pretend na wo ye ne ho say onni ho hwe no e de ne be fa emra kwan so nti say man for information e hu hia pa we me giri yes a tip of bi no bi de ma e board chairman no nti e na ma hunu say bibi say koso no nti wo a hunu say bibi koso bi a entwa ye e wo ye water connection ye supply lines ye mains ya de no bomodi ama information na hu hia ye papa eno na be boan ama wo nsuo atimi aba because we say now what you know it can affect your line if you're on the same supply distribution means with him or her.
Abusafo ahane de nondu kase bono besi ne ye aboafo nkrato aba ne ba David Oforisafo ene mpanifo betra se no mde nkomo twetwe ato amoso na David ene nkomo mu de fa hin
ene ye hwe ora okay say Brian DC ansana mampani John Dramani Mahedinisi suno ote committee
yeah honorable Samuel Kujeto Ablakwa ene mpanifo ko COP Kofi Boache ena fe Martin Pebu ena enkane auditor general dom level omina ekaho
na se say no ora cases on the queen yes according to deputy attorney general they say the amount for the different cases
that is also
yes
hey and no more adwuma
there's a man for accountability accountable nti ye behwe se Ghana for ankasa tuom ho asiwo se ketase project course omo ankasa ebeda na de omo the evidence beba no de na kire asoman Matias
we asema ehia pa esan se oman bia epe akontabu esan se me no sika ene ede ye oman ne to nkakra aban ejeje ene nyina ede ye oman ne na no a aban ede 1 cedi levy eba ye Ghana for asore kan wasem enti se ombetumi abu akonta amaye ne o se sika yi omde ye bibia ebe boa ya asempa abusafo we ne nsema hold on at David Oforisafo ene mpanifo besi nkonwa na omde nkomo twetwe no abramo mesro ye twa husima ye ba omde nkomo twetwe no beto aso